What's good, guys? It's another time here. It's Freeman here. Welcome back to another episode of my technical analysis. In today's video, I want to analyze GBPJPY with you using multi-time frame analysis and also supply and demand, liquidity, market efficiency. Without further ado, I want us to start by using the monthly time frame, performing the multi-time frame analysis. So first of all, we want to identify the market structure. Market structure is to determine where the price is going, the trend is going. So in this market, we are having a downtrend, price creating series of higher highs and higher. In this market, we are having a downtrend, price creating series of lower highs and lower lows, breaking structures to the lower side. So GBPJPY started from 1975. Since then, we've been breaking lows to the downside. Okay, so we are using price action concepts: monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. So we considering the market structure right now. Price breaking, creating lower lows, break of structure to the lower side, break of structure to the downside, break of structure to the downside. Okay, break of structure at the monthly time frame. So now what we can do next is to identify our supply zone. Since it's a sell, we want to identify a supply zone. First of all, which lower high caused the break of this structure? At the monthly time frame, which lower high caused the break of this structure? We can identify this as a low, lower high. Since then, we had a massive sell to the downside, so that one actually caused the break of structure. So we have to mark the swing high as our supply zone. Price actually caused the break of structure. This structure caused the break of structure to the lower side. Okay, so this is our supply zone. Need to be marked. The monthly time frame, we have our supply zone marked. So when price got to the supply zone, you see the movement it's made gave us a huge move to the downside. So now we are done marking our supply zone. And then we have to look for our liquidity. Liquidities are mostly the inefficient pullback or retracement, that incomplete retracement. So this guy can be a liquidity for setup. Liquidity. So in actual sense, if you have any setup like this, breaking to the lower side, break of structure, and you have inefficient pullback and a break or something like this, look for the supply zone and sell to the next low. No, price is fractal. If you find this in the lower time frame, don't hesitate to sell. Okay, such structures, then this becomes a liquidity for you, then you sell. So in the monthly time frame, I'm seeing same thing. Then we target the low here, the lower side of this. So now using this same structure, we've seen similar thing on GBPJPY at the monthly time frame. Adding something small. This is a sweep of liquidity here. Then this supply zone caused the break of this low, and this guy pulled back, which happened to be an incomplete pullback to the supply zone. Then it traces down. Now price coming back again, it will take this as a liquidity and hit the supply zone. So overall perspective on GBPJPY, I expect price to drop to the very low here, the very low point here. Okay, so we have all this room to sell GBPJPY, which will be very crazy. But then this is monthly time frame. Mind you, we don't trade in the monthly time frame. I only perform monthly time frame analysis to have the overall perspective on the market. I don't trade the monthly time frame. I want to know the overall market on the monthly time frame, so that I will know how to take my decisions in the lower time frames. Okay, so on the monthly time frame, this is what structure is giving us. This is what structure is providing us. Scaling down to the weekly, if we actually want to find any normal day technical setups or perform technical analysis on the normal days, then we have to go to the weekly and below. So at the weekly time frame, what am I seeing? Let me I have to adjust the supply zone, modify the supply zone a little, or refine the supply zone to this candle. Okay, so now at the weekly time frame, we have this whole space left here. So literally, I expect price to come to take this high, then break this low, then maybe retrace, then we sell off. That will be a complete trade for me. Okay, GBPJPY, I expect something like that. Even though overall I'm looking forward to see price sell off, but before we can sell off, we have to hit inside the supply zone very well. See, after refining the supply zone at the weekly time frame, we still have an unmitigated orders at the top. This is a FVG or imbalance. Price has to come and fill it before it sells off. So at the monthly, we feel there is a mitigation, but at the weekly, there are imbalances and there are unmitigated orders. So this is how I would want to see price behave. This is what I would want to see price behave on GBPJPY. You see now we are even pushing to the top side. If this pullback was able to break this low, then it would have been an opportunity for me to look for the pullback here and then sell it off. But since this low still holds, then I expect that price will push into this supply zone, then give us a bearish impulsive move to sell off. Okay, then overall I'll be expecting a sell market because we are still in a bearish market. Until price come and break this high, this bigger high here, we are still in a bearish market. So this is how I want to trade GBPJPY. First of all, I want to buy to the supply zone, then look for a sell. I gave a signal on GBPJPY for a sell, but I realized it was premature sell, so we took a loss on it. And now I've reanalyzed it, and I've come to realize it's an incomplete sell. So I gave a sell here. After price reversing to this side, I gave a sell. Let me go to the 4 hours. I gave out a sell here. I saw what I did some after we break this high, and then stop loss. And I was actually expecting price to break these lows because I saw a low here, a lower high. So here was a lower high. So breaking this low, I was expecting price to do the trending style, but then it did not. So we have to break. We now hit stop loss on GBPJPY. So that does not mean we wouldn't get any trading opportunity again. So I've now realized it was a premature sell I was looking for. So literally now I'm looking for a buy to this whole space. See, it's a big gap. We still have a supply zone at the top. Left unmitigated. So let's check the amount of pips left for us to trade into. We have about 1,857 pips to trade into. So now if I want to take any trade on GBPJPY, I want to see this high taking off. It has actually happened. This high taking off, and if I see an imbalance here beneath this area, any retracement to this zone will be a buy for me. Any retracement to this zone will be a buy for me to the next high. today's high, today's zone. Okay, if I get anything like this, I'm buying to this area. Simple as that. Simple as that. So now, until we get to this supply zone, I wouldn't be looking for sales. I'll be looking for buys. This is GBPJPY analysis. And if we get to this supply zone, trust me, we will be having a massive sales. Price will be selling off massively. So for now, this is my perspective on GBPJPY. Longing. If you take off this higher low, this is a lower high, a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If you take this off, I want to expect a higher low here, then buy it to the zone. Wait for price to come to us. We don't chase price. So now, this is the perspective on GBPJPY at the 4 hour time frame. We'll be trading buy small to this zone. And if you can do this and still hold that one, it's up to you. But know that we are pushing to that supply zone before any massive sell-off. So we have a break of structure here. Price using this zone as a demand. It's a demand. Starting to reach here. Let me see. Take this one. Let's using this as a demand. It's a demand zone. If we take this high off, I expect a retracement and then buy to the top side. So we are trading into this supply zone. That should give us the overall perspective on GBPJPY. So guys, that is all that I have for you. On GBPJPY. I've given you the overall perspective from the monthly, weekly, and even 4 hours. So on the monthly, we are looking for sales into this supply zone. We are looking for sales from this supply zone. And then if you move down to the lower time frame, you see there is a big space to trade into this supply zone before a sell. Okay, so that is all, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. If you found this valuable, make sure to click the like button and subscribe to this channel so that we grow together. And if you want me to keep doing this, just comment your thoughts at the comment section. I will respond to whatever that you say. Check the link in the description box and join my Telegram for daily setups. See you next time. For now, peace.